You don't get close to God by simply believing that he exists. Believing that God exists is only the beginning. Even the demons believe that God exists. We have to actively seek him. Let me give you Bible. Anyone who wants to come to him must believe that God exists and that he rewards those who sincerely seek him. You have to actively pursue God. It's just like in our human relationships. When you want to get closer to someone, you communicate with them, you spend time with them, and you get to know them. So it's the same thing with God. The way you get closer to him is by praying, reading your Bible, and spending time with him. It's that simple. You already know how to do it. It's just about actively doing it. You can't say you want to know him and then spend all day on social media. You can't say you want to know him and not actually read about who he is. You got to get to know him by pursuing him. It's just like in real life when somebody be like, oh yeah, I'm trying to get to know you, but yet they don't text you back. Every time you ask to hang out with them, they're like, nah, I got something else to do. That's how we treat God. You be like, oh yeah, I want to get close to you, God. I want to know you. I want to love you. But yet you don't make time for him. Getting close to God is not a secret. He wants us to know him, but we have to want to know him.
What this sister said here is true. Many people believe you get closer to God by going to a temple, what man call a church. But this is far from the truth. God gave me this analogy back in 2020. Whatever we seek becomes active, alive in our lives. So for example, his word says he will reward those who diligently seek him. So therefore, if you aren't seeking him, he's nowhere to be found. And it's not that he isn't present. It's just our hearts are usually set on other things instead of him. This is why, for example, if you've ever noticed a car and the moment you said, I like that car, or I want that, it's like you start seeing that car that you said that you like. It's like you start seeing it all the time. When my husband and I decided to start looking for a house, it's like all of a sudden house listings started showing up everywhere. But it's not that they were never there. It's just when you have your mind set on something, that's what becomes active, amplified through our physical senses. And so the same way works with God. When you want to grow in God and you start seeking through his word, you start to see him throughout your day. He shows up even in the smallest things. Your senses, your spiritual senses, becomes amplified and you are able to decipher what is of him and what is not. And so, yeah, if you want to get closer to God, get in the word. Seek him, not a pastor, not a church, not even a YouTuber. Seek him. Blessings.